Is it proof that this is a battleground for the national election in the whole of Soweto?
More than anything, this is where I grew up. This is my home. This is our community of Soweto and Dobsonvile. We stand here in Soweto with so many who have come from this beautiful part of the country. Soweto is symbolic in that this is the home of so many national heroes. Nelson Mandela, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, South Africans who I admire. And I would say that on such a historic day, it is important to vote here in Soweto with the people of Soweto, to express a hope and a future for our country. Soweto, to me, represents in many ways the home of where the struggle is. And now we're entering into a new struggle, a struggle for jobs for many South Africans. And therefore, I call upon the people of this country to come out in their numbers today. It's a historic moment in our nation as we transition again. And I remember vividly and played in these streets, and I remember too well the release of Nelson Mandela, and therefore today I really would urge that as we come and cast our votes here today, to me there could be nothing more special, there could be nothing more historic than be able to express our future, vote for the future of this country and for the South Africans who are unemployed. It's a new struggle, and we are fighting for the protection of freedom and the advancement of freedoms for all South Africans.
How confident are you that you're going to take Gauteng? I mean, on Saturday, remember your message to South Africans. You pleaded with them to give you a contract with them.
Absolutely.
And to start over a new chapter. So, I mean, how confident are you?
The contract is straight to... This is, as I said, it's not a beauty pageant. It's not a marriage. That contract says, let's make sure we can clean out corruption. Let's make sure Gauteng never again has to speak about life as a demanding. Let's make sure that the people of this country know that we can deliver basic services for our people. Let's ensure that more than anything we have an education in Gauteng that makes sure our kids start school and finish school. Let's, without a shadow of a doubt, have an honest and a professional police service so that our residents are safe and they know that they'll always be protected. This is the country I want to build, and therefore I'm confident about Gauteng. The numbers are turning out, and I'm calling on the people of South Africa. Fear says to us, let's stick with what we know. Hope says, let's bring change. Let's bring a new chapter in this province, in this economic hub, so one day we can deliver jobs. It's the confidence I'm calling for South Africans. Let's not be fearful now. Our country is asking for more of us, and therefore I'm calling upon all of them to turn out to vote today and bring change.
Mr. Maimane, why you are voting alone? Where's your wife?
We've got 2 little kids, so she'll be voting later on today.
Mr. Maimane, the global world is looking at this just as much as the ground up. How do you see us portrayed going forward?
We're living in a global society where people want to hark back to their nationalism. They want to hark back to their own. We're seeing this. We're seeing it here in South Africa. There are even political parties that are saying, if you are white, you must vote for that party. If you're black, you must go that way. Or if you're Afrikaans, you must go this way. I would urge that it's dangerous. I would say more than anything, actually, we need to realize that we live in a constitutional democracy where the rights of minorities will be protected by majorities, where ultimately citizens can work together, black, white, Indian and colored. My vote today was an expression of a non-racial future. My vote today said, actually, the dream of a rainbow nation must still be alive, but it can't just be black people and white people getting together. It must be an economic dream that says we must break down the wall between the insiders and the outsiders and bring those who are on the outside, the 10 million who are unemployed, those who will go to bed tonight hungry, those who will be facing crime today. Let's bring them in and break down the wall and make sure we build one South Africa for all. That's what this campaign has been about. And in a global society where people are dividing, I will choose to unite any day.
Mr. Maimane, are you worried about your political future? People within your own party are suggesting if you get 1 vote less than the party did in 2014, your career is over.
I'm not even worried about that. We have worked hard in this campaign. Citizens have heard us. South Africans will come out and vote today. I am confident. We are pursuing a dream. Nicholas, I want you to be clear about this one thing, that the non-racial future is profound for this country. Which other party is fighting for that? Which other lists in this country represent the diversity of our nation? Which other party is standing to say minorities, majorities can work together, where Muslims and Jews can work together? This is not about Mmusi Maimane. You know, I thought about this very question this morning. I thought about the fact that I wonder those who fought the struggle, did they have days where they thought to themselves, this may never end? Did they have days themselves ahead of us? You will remember the struggle for a generation will give life to fighting for. Not about me. And I would hope future generations will continue to fight. May it be said we pursued that dream. Not worried. This is not about politics, not about the office, not about anything. It's about the future of this country and our.
Okay, reflections of the past 25 years, the DA's performance, especially your success. I mean, you've gained 3 metros under your tenure.
We've shown that already here in Joburg and Tshwane, in the last 2 years, over 100,000 jobs were created. When you look at the Western Cape, unemployment is the lowest in the country. When we took over NMB, we inherited a municipality that was 2 billion rand or over 1 billion rands in debt, and we turned that situation around. When I look at Tshwane, they were on a 2 billion rand red, and we've now delivered a budget of over 700 million rands in surplus. So all I'm here to say is that this is a test not about loyalties. I see people today, they must wear whatever shirt they so choose to. This vote is about competence. This vote is about saying, let Mmusi Maimane run this country so that we can take it forward, so that we can make sure we clean out this country. So the last 25 years had a great start, a dreadful finish. Because frankly, we've missed an opportunity to address our historical injustices. Frankly, we've missed an opportunity to make sure that those who are on the outside are brought in. Therefore, I'm asking to say, this election is about a competence. It's about building a government for all, black, white, Christian, Muslim, all South Africans. This is about that. So the last 25 years have brought us life as Itimeni. Marikana. Who would have thought that there'll be a government who will stand up and take guns against its own citizens? I want change because we must bring a competence for the future of all our people. And that's what I'm working towards. That's why I want Solly to become premier here. Not because I think that he will do a job that will make sure that Gauteng is turned around. I want us to govern in more places because it's about competence. And where the DA governs, no money is stolen.
Have you managed to transform the image of the DA?